More on all those stories ahead, but first, another disturbing attack on ICE officers. A mob assaulting 4 agents in San Francisco, even threatening their families. Christina Coleman is live in Los Angeles with more on this. Christina.
John, dozens of protesters rallied outside of San Francisco's federal court building waiting for the release of a person who DHS identified as Adrian Guerrero, a U.S. citizen who federal officials say assaulted ICE officers and threatened law enforcement by saying, quote, "I'm going to go after your family and I'm going to stab you."
Another shocking attack on federal officers has taken place this time in San Francisco. A mob of protesters reportedly assaulted and threatened ICE agents, even going as far as targeting their families. Let's take a closer look at what happened.
Guerrero, who identifies as a woman and goes by the name Angie, was charged with assault and destruction of federal property after allegedly slashing the tire of a government vehicle. DHS says it happened on Wednesday when a group of about 15 to 20 violent anti-ICE rioters in San Francisco assaulted, grabbed, punched, and pepper sprayed ICE agents who were conducting targeted immigration enforcement in San Francisco, that city. DHS says they surrounded and assaulted 4 federal agents. DHS says, quote, while standing at arm's length from an officer, Guerrero made repeated threats stating, quote, "I'm going to F you up. I'm going to go after your family and I'm going to stab you."
So here's the story. A group of about 15 to 20 anti-ICE protesters reportedly surrounded 4 federal agents during an operation. DHS says the officers were pepper sprayed, punched, and even threatened with stabbing.
DHS says Guerrero was also in possession of a black knife and patterned headscarf during this incident. Guerrero was later granted bail and surrounded by supporters after being released and had this to say about the situation.
I'm good, despite the brutality and repression that the federal government is placing on this city, my city, the city I was born in.
The attack on law enforcement in San Francisco was yet another example of violence against immigration agents. DHS says ICE law enforcement are now facing a 1,000% increase in assaults against them as they risk their lives to arrest the worst of the worst criminal illegal aliens.
The suspect, identified as Adrian Guerrero, who also goes by Angie, was charged with assault and destruction of federal property after allegedly slashing a government vehicle tire. Despite this, Guerrero was later released on bail. This incident highlights what DHS says is a massive spike, over 1,000% in assaults against immigration officers in recent years. Despite the risks, ICE says its mission won't stop.
Despite all the violence, immigration officials continue to carry out their operations in various cities nationwide.
We're making Los Angeles and California a safer place. We're going to continue to do that, and they can take that one to the bank and cash it.
And as for that attack on ICE agents in San Francisco last week and those allegedly involved, Guerrero now faces a maximum penalty of 1 year in prison and a fine of up to $100,000. John?
I'm surprised the maximum isn't even higher. Christina Coleman. Thanks, Christina.
So here's the bottom line. DHS says violence against ICE agents is escalating, while critics accuse the federal government of overreach. What do you think? Are these protests crossing the line, or are they a sign of deeper tensions around immigration in America? Let me know in the comments.